Hi, good evening, everyone. So today, I decided to make use of my phone to show you how to use Trello. Now, Trello is a project management tools, a task tracker tools. What it does is that whenever you are managing a project, of course, tasks will be like assigned to the team member or your workers. So you make use of this Trello because it is a digital tools for like to set up tasks, to assign tasks, and to track deadline. Good. So whenever you are asked, do you know how to make use of Trello? You can easily say, yes, I know how to do that. So quickly, let's move into it. So firstly, you'll be signing up. Because of the sake of the newbies, I'm gonna click the sign up in as much as I already have an account with them. So I'm just gonna look for an email that I have not created an account with them yet. Let's say let's make use of this site goals. Let's see how it goes. One thing you should know about project management tools is that they are all the same. I think I've already created an account with them here, but all things the same. I'm gonna click continue. One thing about project management tools, like I said, is that they are all the same. Whatever you are seeing in Trello, you're actually gonna see it in Asana. It says set updates for your Trello board. As if I wanna do that as part to enable notification. Now they are all the same. Wherever you're seeing on Asana, you're actually gonna see it on Monday.com and you're gonna see it on Trello, just that it has a different view. Now here on Trello, if I make use of Trello, a card is known as a task, right? Yeah, and that's fine. So let's create a board. You can even see on Monday.com, you can see where they say let us create a board. So a board is just like a project. You get a project. Good. So to create a board, you have to click the create board button and let's call it project 50 50,000 students, right? So I don't want this project to be personal. Now you can actually use this Trello to be managing your personal to-do list, like your personal action, right? To some of us that art from list, it is so important that in everything you're doing in life, just art from list so that you wouldn't get confused. So here you have to like set up the visibility to be public or private. So I want it to be public because I want someone else to join me. Here is for the color, whatever color that you prefer, you can choose from it. I prefer this. Now I love it when the color is dark. So I clicked on the create board and it's gonna look this way. So this is actually the card. This is actually the card. So you can click add list and let's say the card list is preparation. Let's see, create a flyer, right? So this is like a to-do list, right? So now maybe under this to-do list, like there's a whole lot of it in it. So I'm gonna click on this create a flyer for it to bring out, sorry, for it to bring out everything that it entails. Okay, create a flyer, create a logo. Okay, Now, I would have named that top, I would have named that top planning actually, so that under the planning we now have, or I would have named it maybe, let's say something like a subheading, right? Let's just say social media stuff. You get social media advert, then other social media or designs. I would have just made it design, and then under it, you now have this create a logo, create a flyer, and instead of using this word create a flyer, maybe later on I'll go edit it. Now, I clicked on the create a logo for it to bring out this look. And here's like everything to do to manage the project, to manage this exact task of creating a flyer, you get, or creating a logo that is under it. Now, here is for your checklist. And this checklist is that maybe there is a lot of things to do under create a logo, but there is nothing to do under create a logo. You just, okay, let's just say, okay, let's split the task. Find a designer, find the logo maker. Hmm? That's one of the checklist, what the person is meant to do. Good. So let's say get the price. Um, create the logo, right? Good. So this is like the checklist. Now this checklist is like what the person is meant to do under this task. Remember, you're assigning a task to someone. Okay. Now, who are you assigning the task to, and how do you assign the person for the person to know that this task it belongs to me? See this place where there is member, you have to click on it. And mind you, the only way you can add, like, the only way you can assign a task to a member is by adding the member to the board. So I don't think I've added any member to this board. So I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back to that. Get see what I'll have to click this invite and then add up someone. Let me just add up myself. So of course I'll receive a message, right? I'll receive a message to this message is for that, like I have assigned a task, or I've been no, I've been added to a board first of all. Then later on I'll receive a message as well. Whenever a task, like I receive a task, you get, I'm being assigned to a task, I also receive a mail. So I'm going back to the board. Okay. So clicking on the create the logo for it to bring out everything under it. Remember that we've already created a checklist. So let's add a member. So I'm assigning this task to Ninja Talent, right? Then card description. Maybe there is a description you want to give to them, or an instruction you want to give to them, or explaining what the card is all about. Let's say this is to notify you that this logo must be professional. I'm writing this because there's nothing in my head right now. So if you have like a description of what this exact task is all about, probably your team members are very confused, please write it here. This task must be, this logo must be professional. You get, yeah. So I'm actually making use of my phone. So you just notice that you can use your system and you can use your phone to do this project management. Yeah. Attachment is like to attach a photo, like a link, a file. You can pick any of it here. I'm not picking anything. So this label is, what do you want to label these tags? Do you want the tags to be like, should it be like a priority, so like something it must do, like something that they should work on immediately? Yes. So it has different colors, and I'm picking the green one. Should I pick the green one? It does not have black color, so let me pick the green one. Okay, so I'm gonna name this high priority. Okay. Oh, so it gives them that insight that this task is like very high priority. Now moving down, I've already assigned a member, if you can remember. So the next one is to add a due date. Now this task is starting today, or whenever you want the task to start tomorrow. You can choose, you can pick a date if you want the task to start tomorrow. I mean on 10th of July, and then the exact time you pick it. One thing about project management is that it helps you to track time, deadline, right? Good. So you don't have time to start talking to Okeke. Finish that task. Okeke is already seeing the deadline. So if he does not finish the task, you do what? You subcharge him. That is if you want to do that, if you're a wicked boss, if you're just too disciplined. But that's so nice at times. So the due date, you pick up a date like a deadline. Uh, Deadline should be 11th of July, 9 a.m. Now set a reminder. So this reminder is that you have so deadline now. You get for it to be like, you can see reminders are only sent to members and watchers of the card. So you are actually the watcher of the card, and then the member of the card, the person you assign the task to, they're gonna like, you guys are gonna receive a reminder that this task, you have 24 hours remaining. You have, so here you can set the reminder of how you want it. At time of due date, 5 minutes before due date, 10 minutes before, 15 minutes, I want it to be 5 minutes, so that by that time make the person due late, make a fish up charger. Now add me to the card as if you want. So I'm gonna do that, like to give them that consciousness. Like add me to the card, like as part to add yourself to the card as well as the washer. Whew. So this activity is like what is like happening in this card. Now, if you are not the one that is setting up this, and somebody like is setting it up and making you like assigning you to a task, if you can still click this time, it's gonna show something like this. Any task that you are done with, you just come to that place and click. You understand? You just see the strike showing that you are done with this exact task. You come and click, you are done with it. You can still unclick it. You get, this shows that you've achieved this exact task, right? You can put in something like kind of a photo here, maybe to beautify your own task. Let's put in this one instead. um, you get to make it look beautiful, but it's not really necessary. So here's for your comment section. You can comment here. The assignee, everybody can just, anyone that like added to this exact card now can comment there, and that is it. You can even send a photo, a file, or a link here. Maybe that's the link where you want them to go get the graphic designer. So you see that I have added a card. You see how beautiful that it is, right? Good. This is how you're gonna like add up. You can come to this place, add up more. But whatever you're adding here is pertaining to the project. Now you know I've added for graphic designer, right? Good. This next one I could probably be for like logistics. Maybe there's a task for logistics to carry out this project, or social media advert to carry out project 50,000 students. Ensure that we get up to 50,000 students. So you can just come here and put in social media ads, social media ads, right? So under the social media ad, you put in something like Facebook ads. You get, then you click it and move into it, and then write in anything you want to write in, just like how we did on the other one. So I would want you to like plan a project, write in things to carry out a successful project. You get, a successful project should have the planning, should have then like to execute it, right? Good. So just set out all these things, screenshot them with your laptop, as it is in your laptop to have this like all view for all the cards. Screenshot it. You get, ChatGPT can like guide you, make use of, like, probably if you're lacking words to plan it out. But whenever you are setting up a project, just have it in mind that what can we do to make this project successful? We are creating a flyer, we are running an ad, maybe entertainment and food, all those things, they are all project management, you get. So you have to like bring up those planning together to carry out a project, just like wedding. You think about the DJ, you think about the food, you think about the logistics, you think about the clothing, you think about like everything. That is project management. So I make use of my phone to let you know that yes, you can do it with your phone. Thank you. Yeah. So this is it. Nothing much. You can still create another board. I'm not creating any other one. Okay. These things are like what guides you to this plan, and I is if you want to connect your calendar to it. Yes, that's why I always say that calendar management is like very, very important. You just need to know how to do that. Yeah, maybe the project is like on your calendar, you just want to connect it to it for you to be receiving notification on your calendar. So here is like activity. Whenever you receive a message, because I thought that a team can come to that place and comment, right? You can be seeing everything that is happening here. Whenever a task is like due, of course you're gonna receive a mail. Yeah, you should. And here's your account. So this is it about Trello for project management. See you next class. Please, if this video, like you really found this video helpful, do not forget to click the like button and the subscription button. I am the best coach on earth.